This is just coming in the door of the room. You kind of come in and you sort of just see, that's like the window obviously. Cupboard and the door. Right, so I'll just shut this thing out. I'll put, it's a bit of a dull day, it's a Scottish summer's day obviously. Right, so this is my music room. Used to be the computer room, but it's now called the music room. Door, you come in and you've got stuff here obviously. That's the seat I sit in when I'm listening to music and chilling. Computer in the corner where I do my videos. Windows, and the music stuff is over here, and guitar. In that cupboard I have other guitar cases and junk, etc, etc. So quick walk around. I'm going to start over here actually at this one. This is my kind of desktop amplifier, if you like, which I think it hooks up to the computer and everything, although I've never hooked it up to the computer, but there's software that interacts with it. So it's my Blackstar Core, what do they call it, ID Core Beam or something. And the beam stands for Bass Electric Acoustic and Music. It's Bluetooth compatible as well. It's an ideal little thing for just making quiet bedroom guitar stuff. I did have a big, massive Engel ENGL Rockmaster thing, plus a speaker cabinet with two 12-inch speakers in it. And it's really far too big for the house. It was the look I guess I went for, but I kind of sold that because there was not really any point, especially with the amount of guitar I do, the amount of guitar I play. So down here, this is where my cassettes kind of sit. I don't have a load of cassettes. That's the plug for this thing behind them. Don't have a lot of cassettes, but these are the ones I've collected in recent times, and they all just kind of sit there. I've got other ones as well, and there's a box behind with a few more, such as the Badlands ones, 2 Badlands albums, a couple of others. And on the next shelf down here this is basically, apart from these two, which are mixed CDs from Mr. Finglish of Finland, bands from Finland. He sent me these two. But the rest, this is all gospel and Christian worship up to about here. Then I've got James Last, which it's a child food thing, the Western Party. It's kind of all that jazz. And then go from here up, you've got my classical and Celtic, Scottish Celtic rock, which is Runrig and Wolfstone. That's another classical. And this one is the only soundtrack, movie soundtrack I have on CD, which is Back to the Future. So that just sits there at the moment. The regular rock and metal starts over there in that corner. Down here it sits basically new stuff that have come in to show in an update video, or in the case of CDs it'll be up here, or it'll be stuff that I've recently got. This is some of the VCLT from Mark G with a C. I've still got to listen to some of this, and we'll be getting them filed away soon. Stuff here's to be shown and filed and catalogued. Around the corner here is stuff that I've had, and I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep them or not. So they're down there to get more listens to decide whether they're staying or going. This is all guitar related books and music books. Kind of like guitar tab, music sight reading, all kind of chord books, scale books, blah de blah stuff. I still waiting to read. Question knows if I'll ever do that. So my A to Z starts here with 220 volt on the CDs, and you've got 10cc, which is right in the edge here on the records, and it just runs all the way along in an A to Z fashion up to this end. Same with the vinyl, A to Z, so the A's go along, blah 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 blah. And from here, at this end, they go across to where you come in the door. The CDs continue up here. I think that's F, we're up to there. So, and then it comes along here. And then down to the next row. To there. And then we go down again to here. Sorry, I'm going a bit fast, but I'm not really intending to let you see the spines and all that at the moment. I could do a slower video for this closer up if you are interested at some point. Just comment if you wish to see. And again, it goes down again. That's when we're running wild, incidentally, all the CDs. And so we get to the end here. Z Yago. And again, the vinyl continues here. R's, we're at here, all the way along here, and we end at Z, or we actually end at soundtracks and things here on compilations. I've got 2 compilations and 2 kind of soundtrack things here. So the next one down, I mean, the room's a work in process. Things will all change as I get more records. So at the moment, the bottom shelves are all subject to change on the thing. But this box contains my 7-inch singles, and my headphones, my Iron Maiden headphones, are in there as well to keep the dust off them. That's just CD sleeves. And then this wee bit here, that's all my 12-inch singles. As I say, I don't have a lot of them. And here is empty jewel cases that I've collected, and promo CDs, and things I found in a charity shop that I'm not keeping and I will be reselling, just bits and pieces of random. Bottom one contains DVDs, which is just purely music DVDs. And here is just a few bits and stuff for the computer, paper and things, and pens and crap for parcelling up VCLT, a couple of books, and on the bottom shelf, this section is all my kind of box set stuff that I have. That's DVD and CD. That's an earbook. That's the Def Leppard CD one. That's another earbook. That's the Halloween. That's my Judas Priest jigsaw. I just stuck it in there because it kind of sits in there nicely. And then the last 2 are a bunch of random books. Some of them are kind of Bible study related, Bible atlases and things like that, concordance and all that jazz. And in this section you've just got mixed books. I kind of like Ancient Egypt, London's Disused Undergrounds, Cattle, Uncharted, and a few of the Bible books from certain famous guys. The space here, I've got KK Downing's book out at the moment. I'm reading that, and it's quite a good read. So as I get more records, this stuff down the bottom half will just move into other places. And up here, you know, you've got Angus McFife guarding everything for me. That came from Nathan across at New Zealand. That is what came with my KK Downing book, this thing here. Maiden calendar, and yeah, you've got a cow around here. Cows. This is obviously where I sit to make the videos. I just use the computer video for the most part, except for when I'm using the phone, as in right now. It's Metallica's. These will be getting played soon, and I'll be taking notes as to for what I think of them. And so now my actual music equipment. So the speakers are Dali. That is a Danish make. Dali Zensor 3s, I think is what they are. And they're known as the bookcase style speakers. They came in white or black finishes. I went for the white to go with the units. Lovely, solid quality speakers. These are new. I bought them new. The record player is a classic, I think it's 1980s. It's the Pioneer PL200. I think this is either late 70s or early 80s. I'm sure it's early 80s, but I can't be 100%. I have upgraded or renewed the slip mat. It did come with the original one, which I still have, but I wanted to get a different one. And I was humming and hawing about slip mats for a while, and I found this one, and it got great write-ups. This is actually leather. I can't remember what animal it said it came from, like deer or something like that, perhaps deer hide. It's very soft and it's thinly cut, and it's very good for helping with the static. It doesn't alleviate the problem, but I do find it helps to cut it down a little bit. So that's what that is, and I upgraded to the Ortofon Red when I got this thing. I didn't know how worn out the original stylus was that came with it. So it's currently got an Ortofon Red, and I do want to get the Ortofon Blue at some point in the future, because people say that is very much worth it. Not that the red is bad. I mean, I'm loving this red. It's the best thing I've ever had in my life regarding styluses. Usually what's sitting up here is what's been playing or what's about to be played. Tape recorder, cassette deck is a Yamaha Natural Sound KX200, which is, again, it's a 1980s model, this one, original. Found it on eBay for about £20 to £25, something like that. It's in really good condition. Everything works except the tape counter. It doesn't go round, but it's probably just because it needs a belt or something. I'm hoping to at some point maybe getting around to getting the belts changed on this thing, but it works perfectly fine just now. I just use it to play tapes, you know. I don't really do anything else with them nowadays, but it's got all this extra stuff, quality stuff. The CD player is a Luxman DZ120. Again, I think this is either late 80s or early 90s. Can't quite remember off the top of my head, but it's around that period. And again, it works like a charm. Really good condition. This one was kind of about an hour's drive away. Another eBay seller, so my dad was able to drive across and pick it up for me, so there was no postage involved, which was kind of a bonus. You do worry about these things going in the mail. Again, everything works on it just like it should. You've got all these extra things here which I've never used yet. Again, I just like to play the disc nowadays, and just you've got the random function if I so desired, headphones. And the amplifier or receiver, this is brand new as well. So this is a Yamaha Natural Sound RN602. And this has all your kind of bells and whistles. So I kind of thought about the future in a way with this as well. It can go with 2 sets of speakers, so if you want another set you can plug more in. Now you've got your USB thing there. This input thing will turn to many things actually. I'll just show you the now. It's got CD at the moment. That's for like a DVD player or something, so you've got 2 of them. More channels there. Phono line 1, another one. Line 2 is what my tape deck's on at the moment. Tuner, I don't have a tuner at the moment because I'm not bothered. USB, server, radio, whatever that is. I don't even know what half of these things are. I've heard the Napster, I've heard of Spotify, I've heard of Duke. I don't know, that's probably another one. Tidal, Deezer, Bluetooth function, so there you go. That's all the things it has. And I know with Yamaha, you can hook up, you can get other bits of your equipment and hook it all up all over the house, and it can all work off of one remote. So that's kind of a thing for the future, I guess. But I absolutely love the sound this thing produces. Has all the basics that you need, and it has this pure direct function as well on it, which newer stuff seems to come with. I know I just watched a video on what's the boy's name? Atlas Vigilante, I think, something like that. He's Swedish and he does reviews for the magazine Sweden Rock. Great channel he has. He was showing off his new CD player recently. He's Denon, and it has a function like this as well. And yeah, there's the speaker. The fronts can come off of these as well, but I just keep them on for whatever. And yeah, so that is my equipment, my room. I don't know why my other video just cut off quite sharp there. I must have pressed something, but just before I go, this thing here on the wall, I know in the past there was a point when I think it was Nathan at Metal Down Under, and you're getting the reflection of the light bulb actually on it. So but yeah, Nathan at Metal Down Under had just wondered what this was, and it's a memorial piece of artwork that was done in the 90s, the early 90s, after Steve died. This artist in America called Echo, that's the artist there, created this Steve Clark Memorial collage thing, where she painted from, she took, I think, the image inspiration from magazine photos that she'd seen of him over the time in the 80s, and created this collage of work of him. So that's what this is. It's like a memorial lithograph thing, and there was so many of them printed, reproduction of the original artwork. And I got it framed and all that, so yeah, that's what that is. I'm hoping at some point to maybe get a couple of these, you know, these record display frames, maybe put a couple there and a couple there, or under the clock or something here at some point. The guitar is, oh no, I'm not going to do that because it'll just mess everything up on the computer. But yeah, the guitar, it's a Hagstrom mahogany, solid mahogany top, mahogany veneer back and sides. It has a pickup inside it, so you plug it in. It's like an electroacoustic, if you like. And on the side here you have the tuner and the volume and tone for the pickup, which is inside the sound hole. You can't see it. It's a lovely guitar. Should really get used more often, Beverly. And finally, I just wanted to quickly say on these are Kallax units, but the top ones here, you'll notice I've got a divider, if you like, in here that splits the shelves. So yeah, the squares, I don't know if you get them in America, I'd imagine you would, but you can get these kind of shelf, what am I trying to say? These accessories that fit, and you build them up and they just slide in and out. You just slide them in and out, and they obviously create a split shelf. So that makes it ideal for CDs. Or you can have them vertically up if you want more slots for your vinyl. So that's how I've worked it with the Kallax for the CDs on the top shelves. The unit over here is also from IKEA, but it's not Kallax, it's another kind of model. I just can't remember what it is, but that it's solid wood, and there you go, sort of thing. So that was all. So I hope you enjoyed the quick tour of my room there, and I'll see you all in another video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.